Portugal goal, though. Magassa will take a corner. It's the captain, Nani, back helping out his defence, which is coming under, certainly in the context of the contest, some sustained pressure here. With this flurry of Cypriot corners. Magassa will try again. William Cavalier with a stooping header clear. Adrian Silva will help it on its way. Cavalier for Danilo is a straight swap in the defensive midfield role for Portugal at half-time as well. Sporting player on for the Porto man. Did Sporting have five players, I should say, in the squad? There's two more than any other club, despite the fact they finished behind Benfica and Porto in the Primeira Liga season. Andre Silva. Just to confirm, no changes for Cyprus at half-time, but Andre Silva might be in here. Now Gelson Martins, fabulous footwork. Just didn't quite sit for him to finish it off. Still perhaps the pressure from Portugal. Andre Gomes looking for LSU. So the difficult at times first season with Barcelona. And as Andre Gomes isn't necessarily won over the fans in Spain just yet, since that switch to the new camp. And that was worth another look as Gelson Martins attempts to make an immediate impact, winning just his fifth cap. He's only just finished his second season with the senior Sporting squad. It's been something of a rapid rise, and he impressed for them in the Champions League earlier in the season. Four of his 5 caps have come as a substitute. Only made his first start in the defeat against Sweden in March, that 3-2 friendly loss, which has been a rare setback for Fernando Santos, although it was one in which he rotated his options considerably. Perhaps paid the price on that occasion for a number of half-time changes, because they also led 2-0 at the break in that game, which was played in Madeira at the end of March. Sweden turned it around completely to win in the second half, with a 93rd minute own goal from João Cancelo, finally separating the sides. He also made 4 half-time changes that day, did Fernando Santos. But it would be much more of a surprise if history were to repeat itself here, given that Cyprus's struggles on their travels. There's Demetrio, though. They are carrying more of an attacking threat since the restart. I couldn't say that Rui Patricio yet has been extended at any point. There is an intensity to the Cypriot play. It looked initially as if the referee was going to let that go, but not so. Shot was high from Andre Silva, and then there was a hand in just behind him. Hence the Portugal free kick. And Cyprus stretch, Gelson Martins will cut it back for Nani. Adrian Silva calling for it in support. Cyprus have got plenty of bodies back in blue behind the ball, and they're able to snuff out the threat on this occasion. There are 10 previous meetings between these countries. Portugal have scored 31 goals, and Cyprus just the 6. Information of the lineups at the bottom of your screen. We do expect Cypriot changes at some stage from Christoforou. The only time Cyprus have avoided defeat in Portugal was their last visit. It was October 2010, a game played in Guimarães, and that European Championship qualifier finished 4-4. There's Cedric Suarez. Very congested penalty area, awaiting his delivery, and it didn't get too far. But Adrian Silva may still make something of it. And Cedric died. Fairly clear-cut decision right in front of the assistant referee over there. The countries first met in World Cup qualifying for 1974. Portugal won both home and away, and it has really set the tone for meetings ever since. Last played in that Euro 2012 qualifying campaign in Cyprus when Cristiano Ronaldo got a couple of the goals in a 4-0 Portugal win. That's Dimitriou. Karolambidis. Captain is the one who's in the thick of the action again here and comes away with the ball that really provides the experience. The 35-year-old at AEK Larnaca. 8 Cypriot titles and 4 cups in his domestic career. Played in Greece and in Germany as well. Playing international football for 14 years now, and he's the scorer of some of the most famous goals in his country's history. Couple against the Republic of Ireland in that 5-2 win in October of 2006. He also scored against Wales in the same Euro 2008 qualifying campaign. His last goal came in that 3-2 home defeat against the Bosnians in their final Euro 2016 qualifier. Their second most capped player in history, winning number 89 tonight. Janis Okas, on 106, is their only centurion. Two half-time substitutes combined. William Carvalho will play it forward into space for Andre Silva to chase, but Jorge Lidas had read the day.
Una victoria contra Colombia y la derrota de otro rival.
Carvalho can sit back again. Could well be further interest in him in this summer transfer window. Every window, it seems, he is a reported target elsewhere in Europe. 2 or 3 years ago now that Arsenal had a bid turned down for him. West Bromwich Albion were very interested last year, but not prepared to meet his buyout clause. Foul is on Sotiriou by Luis Neto, just got a bit too tight to him. Karolambidis again, but it's cut out by Adrian Silva. Well-weighted ball for Nani. Catalaris did well to come away with it. After a strong start from Cyprus to the second half, it appears that Portugal are beginning to reassert themselves in terms of the possession and the territory. Settling down again maybe after those 4 changes. There's that man William Carvalho again. He scored his first goal for Portugal in the 4-1 win against Latvia in November in World Cup qualifying. Of course, it's the return fixture that they face on Friday in Riga. Shinson Martins keeping that one in play until the intervention of Alexandru. Different sort of test in the second half for Nectarios Alexandru. You'd expect Shinson Martins to have the beating of him for pace. Alexandru looking to bring his experience into play in that particular duel. Magassa away. William Carvalho here was the player of the tournament at the Under-21 European Championships 2 years ago, despite missing the decisive penalty against Sweden in the final. So they lost at the last hurdle in the Czech Republic. But he went on to play a starring role for the seniors a year later in France. Did miss the semi-final win against Wales through suspension, but came back into the side in place of Danilo Pereira for that final. Again, that is the change that Fernando Santos has made in the second half this afternoon. Eliseu to Andre Gomes. It's a good ball, and the flag had stayed down against Andre Silva. Looking to link with Adrian Silva. Further changes you can see being readied here. That's Pizzi of Benfica. He's going to come on for Portugal, but not before Cyprus have made their first change and taken off their captain, Carolan Pires. And on in his place is the notable figure really in midfield, certainly in terms of the history of this fixture, Andreas Avram. As I mentioned, that 4-4 draw the last time they were in Portugal. And it was Avram who scored a late equaliser in that game. And Nani's coming off as well. So the changes are done here. All but one for Portugal, because it is the skipper that will make way for Pizzi. Title winner with Benfica, and although that side looks to be on the verge of being broken up, Ederson, the goalkeeper, has already agreed to join Manchester City. The mix of Victor Lindelhoff has been linked with a move away as well. Nelson Semedo to Barcelona is a probability. Pizzi has insisted he will stay put, having signed a new deal. And his form for the domestic champions has earned him a spot in the national side. It's only his 7th cap tonight. That was awkward for the goalkeeper. Patricio not with the contact he was hoping for, but just about gets away with it. It's Dimitriou. Still battling for it, but it's away by Eliseu, and it's perfectly into the path of Gelson Martins. He wants to bring it under control and might now need some support, which is arriving from Adrian Silva. It opens up for him. Important challenge there on the edge of the area, which the referee took a look at, was well placed to make a call on. Got it exactly right, I think, both referee and defender. There's little margin for error. There is William Carvalho. First real involvement for Pizzi. Portugal, they have a man down in the middle. They'll play on through Gelson Martins. Pizzi again. And only now will they put it out of play. Adrian Silva it is who's down. This is how he was hurt in that particular passage of play. The important challenge by Leifis. Gelson Martins did really well in the build-up. He certainly had to get that right, Leifis. Let's have another look at it. Well, did he actually get a touch on the ball here? That was a closer call, perhaps, than it maybe looked on first viewing. He's causing all sorts of issues, Gelson Martins, and he's found Andre Silva, and they have two in the middle. It's 3-0. He's been on for a matter of moments. Pizzi extends Portugal's advantage with only a second goal for his country. Couldn't really miss that one. The substitutes making a difference for Portugal in this second half as they stretch further clear. Really well-worked goal. A straightforward finish it might have been, but it was a very slick build-up. His first in the national shirt since November of 2012, when he scored a penalty on his debut against Gabon. Beautifully weighted ball into his path from Andre Silva. And a simple side-footed finish into the gaping goal. And he had his best ever season in front of goal in the Primeira Liga, hitting double figures for the first time as Benfica took the title. And he's wasted little time in getting involved in the scoring today. If there was any question remaining over who was going to prevail this afternoon, that's probably ended it. And the major question now is how many more might follow. That will perhaps be determined by the Portuguese desire, whether they want to go for the throat or preserve energy for perhaps more important tests to come. We shall see. A really difficult stage for Cyprus, though, having rallied themselves at the start of this second half for no reward. Odessa couldn't find a way through either, and they might be picked off again here. Gelson Martins to Andre Silva. A little fluency of the attack was lost, but still maybe the threat. Cedric Suarez to William Carvalho. There's the goal scorer Pizzi. And came off the bench in both their matches in March as well. The 3-0 World Cup qualifying win against Hungary. And also played the second half of their friendly defeat against Sweden in Madeira. Little flick by Gelson Martins. Pizzi will challenge for it, and he's helped out by Adrian Silva. So all Portugal, they're really bossing this now. Warming to their task, maybe. Andre Gomes. Carvalho finds Eliseu. Swings it in. And dealt with by Georgialides, who was left completely exposed in the build-up to that third goal, having been beaten from distance, of course, by those two brilliant Matinho free kicks in the first half. Catalaris had just anticipated that a little quicker than Carvalho. There's Dimitriou. Portugal getting ready to make a sixth change. Rui Patricio has to deal with it, acting as the sweeper keeper. Has been a very quiet afternoon for him. He's perhaps challenging himself a little. Very much the first choice goalkeeper for club and country. He's just finished at a 10th year as Sporting's first choice. One club man. He's 29 now. He's winning his 58th cap at international level today. He was left on the bench for the friendly against Sweden in March. And Fernando Santos tested out his deputies. Now Fona of Braga came in for a first cap instead. Jose Sá of Porto and Beto is back up at Sporting. They've both been reserve goalkeepers this season at club level. Are on the Portuguese bench today. Look again at the fine footwork from Rui Patricio under pressure. So we head for the midway point of this second half. It's Cedric Suarez that will make way. And Southampton right back is replaced by Nelson Semedo. Of the title-winning Benfica contingent, winning only a third cap. Cedric's been the first choice recently in that position. Nelson Semedo will hope to make the role his own longer term. Separate change as well. Alexandru is coming off here, the Apoel player, to be replaced by the notable debutant of Ioanu, once of Manchester United. In the youth ranks, Nicholas Ioanu, now of Apoel. He was Cyprus's Young Player of the Year. Been a regular for the under-21 side. And now getting his chance at the age of 21, the centre-back at senior level, following in the footsteps of his dad Dimitrios. He was one of Cyprus's finest ever centre-backs, won 48 caps for his country and captained them. Ioanu has trodden an unusual career path, maybe, to get to this level already. He joined the Manchester United Youth Academy at the age of 11. He played for Manchester United in the UEFA Youth League and actually captained the reserve side before being released in April of 2014 when he signed a 3-year contract with Apoel. He's extended that twice already, most recently by 2 years back in March. 17 appearances in their title-winning side, by some margin a breakthrough season for him at club level. And now looking to take that on a stage further with the national team. There was another change made during that little passage as well. I think the introduction of Maitidis for Kyriakou. Long way back from here for Cyprus. If it was a damage limitation exercise, it seemed at the start of the second half. That is certainly the case now. And you fancy there might be more in this for Portugal. It's Andre Gomes, and it's 4-0. Andre Silva's got his goal to continue his remarkable ratio in front of goal for the national side. Cap number 7, goal number 6 for the Porto player. And that ratio may yet be improved further in the last 20 minutes, because Portugal are really enjoying themselves here. And again, Jorge Linas offered very little protection in goal. Beaten by 2 fine long-range free kicks in the first half. And now 2 straightforward close-range finishes in the second period after some impressive Portuguese build-up play. Andre Silva had positioned himself perfectly to convert that wonderful cross from Andre Gomes, who put it on a plate for him, really. If anything, these substitutions have only added to the Portuguese threat. And he's taken to senior international football swimmingly, as Andre Silva. Scored 5 times for Porto in the Champions League this season, as well as his 16 goals in winning the domestic title. Averaging almost a goal a game in international football. And he's done that pretty much at every level of international football. Scored 4 times at the Under-20 World Cup a couple of years ago as Portugal reached the quarter-finals. Here's Gelson Martins. Improvised cross with the outside of the boot is turned behind by Leifis for the corner. And Cyprus try and collectively clear their heads, which is easier said than done at the moment. Again, Andre Silva would have been a target for that. Stepped up from the Under-20 World Cup to score a hat-trick in 19 minutes on his debut for the Under-21 side against Albania in a 6-1 win a couple of years ago. Now the corner, dealt with by Leifis initially. And further cleared by Engulzu, who also came on during that raft of substitutions. Having only a 4th cap, Nikos Engulzu of the Nia Salamina club, one of the less heralded Cypriot sides. It's one of many actually in their squad that is a younger player. Spent time at Nottingham Forest in their academy. Had a trial with Forest, but turned down a move there actually, and went to AEK Athens in Greece instead. He returned to Cyprus only because he wanted to be closer to home to complete his military service. Winning his first cap today for over a year since the friendly defeat in Serbia. They don't tend to play too many friendly internationals actually, don't Cyprus. This is only their 2nd since that loss in Serbia in May of last year, having beaten Kazakhstan in March. Always going to be much tougher today, and that's certainly how it's transpired. Jose Font, dispossessed, but has time to retake his position again at the other end. So Cyprus don't play too many friendlies there. Record when they do has not been impressive recently, until the game against Kazakhstan, which ended a run of 10 friendly internationals without a victory, to go back to the summer of 2011 for their last one against Moldova. They lost 4 in a row, scoring just once before that Kazakhstan game. They haven't won away from home in a friendly in the last 12 matches. Victory in neighbours Greece in 2001, their only away friendly victory in their last 21 attempts. But they will certainly still claim there's positives that they'll be able to take from the experience against the European champions today, which they'll look to put into practice against Gibraltar in a much more winnable game. One really where the roles will be reversed and victory is expected in Faro on Friday. Gibraltar have lost all 5 of their World Cup qualifiers in their first campaign in the competition. But Portugal with a bit to do if they're to book their spot in Russia next summer. Of course, they're in Russia this summer in the Confederations Cup. But the much more important game of this summer, according to Fernando Santos, is the trip to Riga on Friday. And they'll play at the Skonto Stadium, because they're currently 3 points adrift of Switzerland, at the top of Group B. And it's because of their 2-0 defeat in Switzerland on match day 1 back in September. So they went into as the reigning European champions. They've won all 4 games pretty comprehensively since then. And Cyprus look to profit from the free kick. There will be a whistle there in favour of Rui Patricio. It's not as threatening as it might have been, but it was a good ball in from the free kick. Ioanu, the substitute, the debutant, with the enthusiasm to challenge for it. A little too enthusiastic in the eyes of the referee, as it turned out. Foot was high and he went careering into Patricio, who was always going to get the decision, I think, in those circumstances. Another change. Economidis is coming on for Sotiriou up top. Fresh legs in the forward line. Plays for Anorthosis Famagusta, the Georgios Economidis, winning only a 7th cap. All previous 6 appearances came in qualifying for the last European Championships. Hasn't featured since the last of those, the home defeat against Bosnia in October of 2015. This is his first call-up to the squad for over a year. Here he is, Economidis. William Carvalho was battling for it, breaks for Dimitriou to loft it forward. Matidis did well to get something on that. He does have 5 goals for his country, Nestor Matidis of Ike Larnaca. And he returned for the end of the season on loan from Roda JC in the Eredivisie. Club that he'd only joined last summer on a 2-year deal. He scored against Kazakhstan in the friendly victory in March, and he also scored a hat-trick, his first goals for Cyprus against Andorra, and that 3-1 win a couple of summers ago in Euro qualifying. Adrian Silva is the captain of Sporting. That's Jose Fonten back again. William Carvalho, it's not threatening. It really is down to Portugal, you feel, as to how they want to approach the closing stages. If they will now start to turn their attentions to conserving effort for Latvia. And they will have, of course, Ronaldo back in the ranks. Or whether they want to really serve a note of intent by pushing for more. 2 goals in each half so far, and what has been a very comfortable afternoon for the European champions. Carvalho again. It's Andre Gomes. Barcelona paid a reported 35 million euros to Valencia for him a year ago. And the readers of one particular Spanish newspaper voted him the worst signing in Spain last year, but he did impress in their Copa del Rey success. 3 goals he got in La Liga last season. Here comes Cyprus with intent from Ioannou. He wasn't quite matched by the finish though. He put himself in a good position. He certainly brought some desire to the party. Well, they moved up 5 places, did Cyprus, in the latest FIFA rankings the other day at the start of the month, but they're still 83 places behind today's opponents. Portugal stayed where they were, 8th place. At times today, that difference has been apparent. Nelson Semedo just blocked off. Made his senior international debut just months after his club debut for Benfica, and picked up a serious injury which required surgery. He's only won 1 cap until today. Since then, Nelson Semedo. Midas on Adrian Silva. Those Portuguese fans enjoying it maybe rather more than Christoforou right now. Kechi won a couple of caps for Cyprus as a player who's a midfielder, primarily with Limassol in the 80s and 90s. Andre Silva. And Andre Gomes just couldn't quite reach it in time. Well, it was almost a role reversal of the 4th goal. And Gomes picked out Andre Silva. He'd stayed onside at the Porto player. He'd looked up, seen Gomes arriving, and he just couldn't quite, as I say, get there in time. Or create the angle required. And it was very nearly a replica, with those roles reversed, and the intent was certainly acknowledged. Final 10 minutes in Estoril.
Substitution for Cyprus, player out, number 60.
Activity done for the day on the Portuguese bench, but the changes keep coming for Cyprus. Dimitriou is the next to be replaced here by Stilianou, who was the regular right back for them in March. Plays for Apollon Limassol. It's just his 6th cap tonight. After his 6th season with Apollon, where he came through the youth ranks. Remained on the bench for them in their cup final the other week against Apoel. He did start the friendly against Kazakhstan. Gelson Martins has done well to win it. Nelson Semedo will cut it back, and Adrian Silva got underneath it. Frustrated that he couldn't trouble the target there, because he's a player that does have a decent scoring record from midfield, but he's never got one yet for Portugal. 4th for Sporting in the Primeira Liga this season. He was on target as well against Legia Warsaw in the Champions League earlier in the campaign, which was cut short for him by a knee injury earlier in the season. There's statistics emphasising the Portuguese dominance. Before that friendly defeat against Sweden last time out, they had won 4 on the bounce in some style. Gelson Martins will keep this in play. The Semedo. Just a bit too much on it for Pizzi. Stilianou couldn't take any chances in touching it behind for the corner, though. Well, creating better memories in Estoril than last time out, and that disappointing defeat against Cape Verde. quite sure that Stadion knew exactly where that deflection had gone. Ends up behind for another corner, so everyone stays forward for Portugal. They meant to deliver directly this time from the set piece. Much deeper one. Too deep, really, but Andre Gomes will chase it to try and keep the danger alive.
你在唱吗？
云又过来了。
好啊，你偷看。
我没看见你。
偷看杨澜的。客去了。不行，不行！
别怕，不是等我等着急了吗？
不是的。
给我吧，我们一起回成都。跟我一起回成都。
老爷。
你不用退学，只要我向组织汇报，你要跳100场就100场，你不是要跳白毛女吗？啊！你。明天我替你找个房间。他是反革命。
我不是。你赢。とりあえず鍵開いてるから。着いたらそのまま入ってきていいから。じゃあね。
なちゃん入るよ。なちゃん。なちゃん、大丈夫？大丈夫？そうだね。もう一回熱測ろうか。そうだ、俺すなちゃん大好きなフルーツ買ってきたんだよ。まだこれ食べて少しでもいいからちょっと栄養つけないと。メロンもあるし、他にね、ほらスイカもあるし。大丈夫？すなち
ごめんね。
ゃん。大丈夫で気にしないで。いいよ、無理して起きなくてもそのまま寝てなって。
ごめん。
もうそれよ。まだだいぶ熱あるな。大丈夫？なんかそれ以上珍しいよね。いつもあんなに元気だったツナちゃんが風邪ひくなんてちょっと信じられないよ。で昔なんかかけっこした時とかも本当もうすごい元気で、もう俺全然追いつけなくてその子供の時の話だよね。いやあの時のツナちゃんも本当もすごい元気で、もうなんか一緒にいるだけですごいなんかもうこっちまで元気もらうような感じがしちゃって。でもなんかこうして俺が看病してるのなんかちょっとだけ変な気分なんだよ。大丈夫？すごい汗かいてる。汗かいてる。ツナちゃん、逃すね。
Saatnya kami memilih aksi sepak bola Eropa terbaik dan yang terbaik untuk Anda nikmati. Semua ini dan lebih banyak lagi Juni ini di beIN Sports. Maradona, Simeone, Crespo, Riquelme, Ortega, Aymar, Saviola, Veron. Mereka semua memulai dari sini. Saksikan superstar masa depan hari ini.
Oscar Benitez across Benedetto. He's done brilliantly.
Argentina Primera Division. Live di beIN Sports.
There's options galore. Cristiano Ronaldo puts it across. And it's finished off. Nobody's really covered him. This is a great chance. Oh, it's not!
Norges fotballforbund ønsker spillfelt ledere, trenere, dommere og publikum hjertelig velkommen til Ullevaal Stadion og kveldens privatlandskamp mellom Norge og Sverige. The Football Association of Norway would like to use this opportunity to wish the team and officials from Sweden hearty welcome to Ullevaal Stadion and this evening's friendly match Norway-Sweden. Og ved alle reise seg med skålhøyder, så skal vi synge den svenske nasjonalsangen fremført av Sixen Transport.
Welcome to the Ullevaal Stadion in Oslo as we get ready for this Scandinavian derby between Sweden and Norway. There is tonight's Swedish 11, and none of these players started in the World Cup qualifier against France on Friday. Seb Larsson, Klaassen and Guidetti all came on as subs. As for Norway, well, they make 6 changes, the team that started their World Cup qualifier against the Czech Republic here on Saturday. Oyen Neyland is in goal. Hovland replaces the injured Reggie Nuisen in defence. Mats Muller-Deli gets a recall, and Per Egil Flo makes only his 5th appearance, while Tronsen and Jonsson earn only their 2nd caps. So both teams tonight are pretty inexperienced. It's a chance for both of the head coaches, Lars Lagerbäck of Norway and Janne Andersson of Sweden, just to have a look at the strength and depth of their respective squads. The referee tonight is Daniel Stefanski from Poland. And just asking for both the captains to come to the halfway line. Number 7 for Sweden, Sebastian Larsson, earning his 90th cap this evening. Made his debut nearly 10 years ago now. Very much the exception in this fresh-faced Swedish squad on view this evening. It is the 107th match between these nations. Sweden well in front. Norway have won 24, Sweden 60. And for both nations, it was their first ever international. It was a game that took place in July 1908 in Gothenburg, and Sweden won that by the narrow margin of 11 goals to 3. And just to prove that it was no fluke, when they first met in Norway in 1925, Sweden ran out winners of that one by 7 goals to 3. Recent games here, though, in Oslo haven't really been goal feasts. 3 of the last 4 here have finished 0-0, including the last one, which took place some 2 years ago. So Sweden, in their traditional yellow jerseys and blue shorts, get us underway. Attacking the goal away to our left-hand side. And here's Mohamed El Yunusi for Norway, looking long and looking for the runner, who is Alexander Søderlund. Søderlund got the equalising goal here in that World Cup qualifier against the Czech Republic on Saturday, scoring from the penalty spot. Nodded away by Helander. And here's Hiljemark. And now getting forward far side is Emil Kraft. Helander. Holt. And now Sebastian Larsson. Pontus Jansson. Emil Kraft. He and Helander both play for Bologna in Italy. Pontus Jansson in between them in the back four. He's with Leeds United in the English Championship. Seb Larsson will be probably playing at that level next season if he stays at Sunderland, who were relegated from the English Premier League in the season just gone. That was Helander who got his head in the way of that crossfield ball. Here's Sam Larsson, no relation to Seb, and very much at the start of his international career, albeit he is 24 years of age, so not exactly a youngster. Forward by Seb Larsson, and it's a decent ball that required the presence of Harvard Neudveit. Just got there ahead of John Guidetti, and Sweden get the first corner of the game. The bounce, as much as anything, deceived the Swedish front man, but had Neudveit not spotted the potential danger, and it could have been an early opportunity. Helander and Jansson bouncing on their toes in the middle. Guidetti got the header goalwards, and Norway struggling to get this one away. All the way back to Christopher Nordvelt in the Swedish goal tonight. Robin Olsen has been the ever-present in the World Cup qualifying campaign for Sweden so far in goal. He's played all 6 of their matches, but not even in the squad for this one, given a rest. As have Andreas Granqvist and Michael Lustig and Marcus Berg. Here's Holt, stopped by Bjorn Mars Jonsson. Here's that first corner that was swept goalwards by Guidetti and stabbed away by Nordveit. Sam Larsson, Guidetti just helping it on. Still half a chance here for Sweden, possibly for Guidetti himself, but it's Dahlhi who can bring it clear for Norway. Being hassled into the error by Sebastian Larsson. Sweden have settled the speedier of the 2 sides here, but now it's Mohamed El Yunusi to bring it clear for Norway. Mats Deli showing some neat footwork. Svensson. Trondsen. Daly. Trondsen's tackle, only his second cap tonight for Anders Trondsen. Hovland for Nordveit. And here's Svensson. Jonsson. Well, Jonsson stopped by Janssen there. Nordveit. Trondsen. Daly free far side. On the overlap goes Flo. Kraft. Helander. Seb Larsson. Far side looking for Klaassen. Flo can just steer it out of play. Well, there is Lars Lagerbäck, the Norwegian coach, took over in February from Per-Mathias Høgmo. Yet to win since taking over. Former Swedish head coach, of course, took Sweden to the World Cup finals in 2002 and 2006. On both occasions they managed to get out of the group okay, but fell at the first knockout stage. And in the opposite dugout, Janne Andersson, who took over the reins for Sweden almost a year ago today, at the end of their poor challenge in the European Championships, when they went home with just a point to their name. They only scored 1 goal in France, and that was an own goal against Ireland. But Sweden have made a very good start to their World Cup qualifying campaign. They are currently top of their group. It's a tough group as well, with the likes of France and Netherlands in there too. Remember, only 1 side qualifies automatically. Foul here on Klaassen. Ullevaal made a good run, but can't quite force the corner. Oscar Ullevaal up against Anders Trondsen on that occasion. Well, it's the stadium that holds around about 28,000, only just over 12,000 here for Saturday's World Cup qualifier against the Czech Republic, and it's looking like a similar figure here this evening. Sam Larsson. Svensson was in swiftly, but couldn't quite work the 1-2 with Mohamed El Yunusi. Nordfeldt under pressure, as is Seb Larsson. Hovland for Norway. Dali. Trondsen. Sam Larsson for Sweden. Guidetti peeling away right-hand side. Sweden unbeaten in their last 7 games against Norway. Their last win in this stadium, though, over 25 years ago, and they got the better of them here in August 1991 by a couple of goals to 1. It's that late challenge by Söderlund on Helander. And Seb Larsson with the resultant free kick. Clearance by Svensson. Attacking it was Helander. Jonsson. Dali. Berge. Flo. Sam Larsson took that in his path quite beautifully, and he's forced the free kick. Foul by Jonas Svensson. And it's going to be a yellow card for the Norwegian right back as well. No sympathy shown by Daniel Stefanski, the referee here, but it's a clear foul by Svensson. So Seb Larsson again over this set piece. Dinked in, but Neyman unable to get any kind of touch to it at the far post. Well, it wasn't the greatest of back passes from Helander, but Nordfeldt was calmness personified as he got it away. Söderlund not far away from charging it down. Ullevaal. Helander. Kraft. Got lucky. Rebound off Dali. Guidetti's touch. El Yunusi. Not a bad looking ball that for Jonsson, if he can take it early. And he tried to, didn't quite get the elevation he was looking for. It's a beautiful ball, this, from Mohamed El-Yunusi. It's bounced invitingly. You could see what Bjorn Mars Jonsson was trying. Winning only his second cap for his country, the 25-year-old. His first came here on Saturday, came off the bench with 20 minutes to go against the Czech Republic. Helander. Seb Larsson. Sam Larsson. Straight to Dari, who's done well to feed it through to Beige. Look at Flo getting forward from left back. Tronsen. Dari. Svensson getting forward from right back. Söderlund and Jonsson wait in the middle. Svensson trying to touch that on. It was flicked into his path by El-Yunusi. Kept in by Guidetti. Helander. Now Klav. Should be easy for Svensson. Dealt with by Helander. Now Holt. Got a bit fortunate. Klav. Seb Larsson for Holt. Here's Helander. Sweden's current form, very impressive. They've won their last 4 games in a row, including that dramatic and very important World Cup qualifying victory over France in Stockholm on Friday. Hiljemark with the cross, and it dropped invitingly, but the shot was well wide from Sam Larsson. Just dropped here on his left-hand side. And under some pressure, but not particularly close. El-Yunusi as he tried to get across. The hero of the past, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, no longer part of the international pool available to Janne Andersson. Ibrahimovic retiring at the end of the European Championships a year ago with 62 international goals to his name. Karlström and regular goalkeeper Anders Isaksson have also hung up their boots. But Sweden have adapted pretty well. 4 wins out of 6 in their World Cup qualifying campaign so far, although they do have 3 of their last 4 games away from home, one of which, their last game, is in the Netherlands. That could be a tasty encounter. But you shouldn't be in Sweden's shoes than Norway's. Norway have virtually no chance of qualifying for Russia 2018. They've lost 4 of their 6 games. Trondsen. Flo couldn't take it in his stride, and Sweden have a chance to get it away here. Guidetti finding Holt. Seb Larsson, I think, is the player down at the moment. Just caught as he tried to flip that ball forward. Never played in a World Cup final, Sebastian Larsson, but has played at 3 European Championships and was never present a year ago in France. Guidetti momentarily in behind Høgland. Here comes the cross from Klaassen. And now it's Hiljemark, but too much to do. Crowded out in the end. Oscar Hiljemark. Larsson's still not moving that freely. Here's how the injury occurred. Sander Berge was late. And after seeing the earlier yellow for Jonas Svensson, I think that one was actually worse. But no yellow card for the Norwegian number 15. Just 19 years of age, Sander Berge. This is 3rd cap. Starting for the first time on Saturday against the Czech Republic. Delhi for Norway. Berge. Trondsen. Delhi. Svensson. Trondsen. Flo. And again. Close cross looking for Sødlund. Nodded away by Hultz. Thompson's reclaimed it. Flo still available to his left, goes for goal himself, and wasn't that far away from getting the first goal of the night here, Anders Trondsen. Very comfortable in possession, very much a left-footed player. Nordfeldt will claim that he had that left-hand corner of the goal well covered. First real attempt at goal from either side with 21 minutes played. Lars Lagerbäck did such a good job in his 5 years at Iceland, which culminated in them reaching the quarter-finals at the European Championships last year. Here's Jonsson. Good shot. This time Nordfeldt needs to make the save. Well, Norway finding their feet now. Trondsen wide, and now Jonsson forcing Nordfeldt into action. Norway's first corner. Trondsen with good delivery. Jonsson losing out to Seb Larsson. And Sanderberg has made his way forward, 6'3" tall. So a possible target for this long throw from Havard Nordveit. Didn't quite drop for Söderlund initially. Svensson. Holt had to play it. And then fouled by Söderlund. Risky challenge there from the Norwegian forward. Charged in towards the man, claiming that he tried to get the ball, but right under the nose of the assistant referee. Always a dangerous strategy. There's the potential for the official to see it as a foul. A dangerous play. Two countries very close together geographically, so no great surprise that there are plenty of Swedish supporters dotted around the stadium.
Гарри Медель, капитан сборной Чили.
Класс.
Арангис. Сборная Чили запомнилась в игре против нашей сборной, против команды России. Хорошим контролем мяча. И вот такими проникающими передачами вперед. Особенно это было заметно во втором тайме.
Quite capitalize on that with a killer pass. It's too strong in his delivery for Söderlund.
Эдуардо Варгас уже на 8-й минуте забивает мяч в ворота Пантелеймона. Опять, конечно же, действия Санчеса, который технически Грузия проводил мяч и вот так адресовал его Варгасу.
Neyman dispossessed. Söderlund. He's got Janssen with him. Near side is El Yunusi. Svensson getting forward as well from right back, as he loves to. Berg showed too much of that to Seb Larsson. But Norway have it back with Janssen. Svensson still free. That was the ball, but not the correct execution of the pass. Nordveit.
Se dio la vuelta y se abrazaron un tibio abrazo de los chilenos. Gana la roja por la cuenta mínima. Fernando Sánchez, acá está Alexis, se va a meter en el área.
Dana Diamande, the regular options up top for Norway. Tarek El Yunusi, also a regular, as is Alexander Söderlund. So Norway have failed to qualify for their last 4 attempts for a World Cup. Looks like it's going to be a 5th in a row. Last involved in 1998 when they reached the last 16, only to lose to Italy. Actually beat Brazil in the group stage in France 98. All a long, long time ago now. And most of those wearing red this evening were at primary school when that little adventure was taking place in France. Trondsen. Little touch from Svensson. El-Yunusi under pressure from Holt. And might be forced all the way back to his goalkeeper. Good work from the left back. El-Yunusi held his nerve. Janssen under pressure and dispossessed by Söderlund. Dali. Söderlund. Back now for Berge. Svensson getting forward from right back again. El-Yunusi. Yet to score for Norway, Mohamed El-Yunusi. Pass, I think, was intended for Svensson, but El-Yunusi's touch opened things up for him, but then rushed the shot. His cousin Tarek El-Yunusi is on the bench tonight. But Norway creating what few chances we've seen so far this evening. Flo wins the free kick. Dali takes it. Just an intelligent run there from Bjorn Mars Janssen. Striker who was actually born in New York. He's got an American mother. His father is from Norway. And he plays his club football in Scotland with Heart of Midlothian. Trondsen turning back into trouble, but he's managed to find Dali. Won by Helander, collected by Svensson. El-Yunusi, Trondsen. It's Dali out there on that far side. Coming inside, Klaassen. Around the corner for Flo. Deep cross, but far too close to the goalkeeper. Per Egil Flo, winning his 5th cap tonight. Heitan Alisani is the regular fullback for Norway. Regular left back for Norway, that is. Sam Larsson. Now Kraft. Guidetti. Niemann, it's a lovely move. And is that a penalty? Referee just checking with his assistants as Victor Klaassen appeared to have his heels clipped from behind. It's a lovely move from Sweden. Now just keep... No. Actually, on second viewing, it looked as though he kicked the ground himself. Well, the referee certainly looked across to his assistant on that far side to see if he saw anything amiss. Shake of the head, no penalty. And the replay suggested that that was absolutely the right decision. Pontus Jansson might have just gone over on his ankle there. And Seb Larsson still claiming that it was a penalty. It's not going to change the referee's mind now. Sam Larsson. Janssen fouled. It's been a terrible season for Norway. They have managed just one win in their 8 games in 2016-17, and that win came against San Marino, and that win came with its 1-1 with about 15 minutes to go. They eventually won it 4-1. San Marino, of course, a bit of a whipping boy on the European international stage. Seb Larsson on by Guidetti. Another flowing move from Sweden. It's Elyounoussi who got his foot to it before it could reach Guidetti. Seb Larsson looks for him again. This time Svensson is there. Dali. Elyounoussi. Janssen and Söderlund ahead of him. Helped on by Holt, but helped out by the fullback. Besh for Flo. Tronsen. Svensson. Another chance here for Havard Nordveit to throw in one of those long efforts of his. Imperative that Norway win the first ball. Tossed in hopefully, bouncing awkwardly. Dali. It's a good challenge, and it's Christopher Nyman carrying it forward for Sweden. Might have to go all alone here. Never really looked that confident, did he? Had an awful lot to do, but had a head start that others might have prospered from. Svensson it was who got back and stops him with all too much ease. Daly. 3 in red, weight a decent cross. Wasn't a bad cross, to be fair. Dealt with by Helander. Tronsen. Daly. Svensson. Elyounoussi. Showed too much of it to Seb Larsson, and it's Sam Larsson who should have done better than that. It was a bit loose, and Norway have it back, but not for long. A few unforced errors from both sets of players at the moment. It's all a bit scrappy, if truth be told. Elyounoussi. Jonsen. Svensson always free on this near side. Holt trying to get across to close him down. Elyounoussi. Now a chance for Berge to cross. It might drop for Svensson. Svensson. Oh, clever. Jonsen, good save. And over from Daly. Well, it's the closest we've come to a goal. Daly horrified at his miss at the end of it all. But lovely footwork in the midst of all this from the right back, Svensson. And cleverly found Jonsen with the back heel. Jonsen testing the goalkeeper Nordfeldt. Daly failing to do likewise. And the goalkeeper was out of the game for a moment there. And Daly blazes over the bar. This time it's flow from left back. Jonsen looking to attack it. It'll come out as far as Berge. Now Elyounoussi. And he's wide for the second time in this first half, but all the chances are really going to the home side. Just can't quite find that breakthrough at the moment. Sweden looking stretched on occasions. Lars Lagerbäck raising a smile. Norway the better team at the moment, but considered a free kick here. Helander and Janssen getting forward to attack this set-piece delivery from Seb Larsson. Nyman is in there. Guidetti hovering for any pieces. Headed away by Svensson. Kraft will get to it first. The early centre just looking to unsettle Norway, but Jonsen stuck to his task. And Janssen penalised for a foul. Daly gets to it ahead of Kraft. Six changes available to both coaches for tonight's game. Norway already working on their first. I've had Norway for the third time tonight with a long throw. There's a wild swing from Trondsen. El-Yunusi scores! Well, he's had a couple of swingers that have gone wide. This one is right on target. And Mohamed El-Yunusi has his first ever international goal. And the Norwegians in this fairly sparse crowd are up on their feet celebrating the breakthrough. Well, not for the first time. Sweden failed to deal with the long corner at the long throw. It's a good hit from El-Yunusi. Wild swing from Trondsen initially. El-Yunusi far more accurate with his effort. Looks as though the goalkeeper might have been going the other way. Was there a deflection? Didn't see one. Right on the stroke of half-time. No better time to score a goal. Mohamed El-Yunusi will long remember that moment. He'd twice gone wide, but third time lucky for him. No more than Norway deserved. They had been the better team in that first half. Nordfeldt, the Swedish goalkeeper, by far the busier of the two men in between the posts. Half-time then in Oslo. Norway 1, Sweden 0.
This game is a different universe. And wonderful selection from Neymar. It's a fantastic save.
Gillette World Sport redefines the way we look at sport. Every week, we travel the world to take time out with some of the biggest names and to meet the brightest stars of the future. We learn how the world's top athletes train, and we pinpoint the precision of their success. It's all here in just 30 minutes every week on Gillette World Sport.
Nikmati streaming YouTube. Nikmati langsung iFlix hingga 12 bulan. Nikmati serunya Liga Inggris. IndiHome kini hadir dengan hybrid box. Ayo semua, kita makan dulu.
A party for me? What? Hello, princess.
Mobil 1 The Grid is the ultimate passport to the motorsport season. The show that goes behind the scenes at the biggest races on the calendar, talks to the greatest drivers from around the world, and looks at the technology behind success in racing. All this and more on Mobil 1 The Grid.
Sí, sí, por supuesto. Y a eso solo puedo decir gracias. Yo creo que no puedo agradecer tanto cariño como ellos me muestran a mí a lo largo de toda mi carrera. Y hombre, es un lujazo, ¿no? Y un privilegio ser nombrado y el más votado de todos los jugadores. Hombre, yo creo que para nosotros es un auténtico privilegio y aprovechando siempre la repercusión que tiene el fútbol a nivel mundial, pues que les sirva a ellos como manera de vida para mejorar en todo, pues para nosotros como protagonistas de este deporte, pues siempre prácticamente estamos obligados a ser solidarios, a ayudarlos, a que sean un motivo de motivación para el día a día suyo, que sabemos los problemas que tienen y todo lo que sea ayudar para nosotros siempre es muy satisfactorio. Pues decirle que para nosotros pues, son una inspiración, un ejemplo de que con los problemas que tienen afronten la vida con ganas, con ilusión, que no dejen de soñar, que luchen por todos sus sueños y
saksikan aksi olahraga terbaik di sini di Bein Sports.
Great skill for the Gazi. They have their equalizer.
Drama MLS hadir saat sepertiga musim tersisa. Klub manakah yang akan berhasil lolos ke play-off? Persaingan ketat memanas di Argentina dengan hanya sedikit harapan di puncak Primera División de Argentina. Siapa yang akan berhasil menaklukkan tantangan ini dan siapa yang akan tumbang? Nantikan lintasan, benturan, putaran dan lompatan dari pembalap hebat WRC yang akan membuatmu sangat bersemangat. Tibalah saatnya kami memilih aksi sepak bola Eropa terbaik dan yang terbaik untuk Anda nikmati. Semua ini dan lebih banyak lagi Juni ini di Bein Sports.
Lovely measured pass. And that's what the fans have come down here to see.
Across the penalty box, it's a chance for a substitute.
Look at that! And it's in the back of the net, it's 2-0!
As a player, he's simply indescribable.
Leo Messi's the best I've ever seen. There's a never-ending debate in Argentina as to whether he's better than Maradona was. For me, he is. I've come here to see if it's true.
He's the very essence of football. It's in his blood. He's the best in the world. Every time he plays, he seems a more complete player. He's the icing on the cake.
Leo Messi is a god, here in Argentina and on Mars.
He's a mix between Xavi and Iniesta.
Dapatkan cakupan yang luas dan eksklusif dari tim terbesar dan terbaik di dunia, FC Barcelona. Barca TV di beIN Sports. Bersiaplah untuk hingar-bingar balap motor. Temui para penggila kecepatan dengan gairah balap yang tak terbendung. Dan saksikan para bintang berbakat dari dunia balap motor. Jangan lewatkan pembalap kelas dunia di panggung dunia dalam Moto Amerika di beIN Sports. Sepak bola itu penuh warna, masing-masing dengan kelasnya tersendiri. Perbedaan.
The Vietnam can play football too.
Kesempatan.
It's been my dream ever since I was a little girl.
Penggemar.
I fell in love with the atmosphere, with the team and the players.
Bintang lapangan.
The second top scorer in the league.
It was my childhood dream to play in the Bundesliga.
Legenda.
Time I developed most as a player.
Iniesta is sharing with the next generation.
Warna mewakili semua bahasa dalam FIFA Football Show setiap Rabu di beIN Sports 1.
Now is the time for those big earning players to earn their crusts. Thiago Silva on the ball and it's off. Go!
Excellent again from Di Maria. Oh no!
Oh, come on!
Welcome back to Oslo as we get ready for the start of this second half of this international friendly between Norway and Sweden. Norway preparing not one, not two, but three changes at the start of this second period. Gustav Valsvik, Ole Sjølnes, and number 7 in the middle there, Oyi Omoy Wanfro, who will be making his international debut at the age of 23. Sjølnes has already got 9 caps to his name. He will replace Sander Berg. Gustav Valsvik comes on for his 3rd international appearance, making way captain Havard Nordveit. 1-0 to Norway at the end of the first half. The goal coming right on the stroke of half-time through Mohamed El-Yunusi. Alexander Söderlund, the player who's made way for Ohi Omoy Wanfo. Both coaches can make 6 changes. Sweden boss Janne Andersson keeping his powder dry for the time being, but it won't be long before he starts making alterations as well. Might just be giving the 11 that started a chance to prove themselves further, because they started okay, but after that barely got going. Didn't force a single save out of the Norwegian goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland. Here's Dali. Omoy Wanfo ahead of him. Square is Jonsen. Holt. Seb Larsen. Now Sam Larsen. Foul was by Senez. Plays his club football in France with Saint-Etienne. Kraft. Helander. Straight to Selnes. Long towards Guidetti. Tromsø. El-Yunusi. Omoy Wanfo. Given away cheaply. Guidetti has now fed it to Neyman. Back for Guidetti. Plenty in red are back there, but Guidetti has done brilliantly. Well claimed by Nyland. Well, they're always outnumbered there, the Swedish front two, but Guidetti's trickery here almost fashioned an opportunity for him. embarrassed Hovland, but Nyland was equal to it. Dali. Nyman. Holt. So Larsen. Svensson. What's a reasonable cutback from Omoy Wanfo, but Sweden pounce to recollect, and it's Kraft with a chance to bring it further forward, held up by Dali. I think he might have run it out of play there, just about kept it in. Flow in the way. Dali. Norway last beat Sweden here in Oslo in 1982. There's the man whose goal divides them at the moment, El Yunusi. Holt able to clear his lines eventually. Svensson with the throw. Back for Trondsen. In towards Dali. Jonsson making a nuisance of himself. Holt got a toe in. And Sweden can clear with Sam Larsson. Klaassen. Hiljemark. Poor delivery. Not much so far for those Swedish supporters to get excited about. Dali. Might just go alone here, Dali. It's a lovely ball, and it's a chance. It's a wonderful tackle from Helander. Well, Omoy Wanfo had a real chance there to mark his first international appearance with a goal. He's only been on the pitch 8 minutes, and but for the alertness of Helander, Omoy Wanfo certainly would have tested the goalkeeper. Brilliant challenge. Only the third corner of the game. Swung in by El Yunusi. But he's got it back. Norway building for the future, remember. They're virtually out of World Cup qualifying already with still 4 games of the campaign to go. But Lars Lagerbäck and company will already be thinking ahead to the European Championship qualification programme. Try and integrate some of the young talent at his disposal over the next 12 to 16 months. I hope that they get a favourable draw. Of course, top 2 in the European qualifying groups definitely go through, and many of those sides finishing 3rd. So there's a greater opportunity to qualify for the European Championships than the World Cup competition. Norway just failing last time, losing the playoffs to Hungary, 3-1 on aggregate. Sweden, meanwhile, beat Denmark in their playoff. It didn't really make any kind of impression in France. 4th change for Norway. Tarek El-Yunusi will replace Bjorn Mars Jonsen. Who goes off to a warm round of applause. Tarek El-Yunusi of Olympiacos started the last 2 World Cup qualifiers, now over 40 caps to his name. Here's Guidetti. Guidetti wants it knocked in deep. There he is. Goes down under the challenge of Hovland. Sam Larsson couldn't take the ball with him. Seb Larsson couldn't win the tackle. Mohamed El-Yunusi. There's still no alterations made by Janne Andersen. I don't think it'll be long before he starts looking to his bench for improvement. Plenty of experience available to him off the bench, the likes of Durmaz and Forsberg and Toivonen, to try and rescue this situation. But long term it might be a better exercise just to see what those players on the fringe of his first team squad can do when given the chance. But all the same, won't want to lose to Norway. Pontus Jansson. Forward by Helander. Hiljemark. Seb Larsson. Sam Larsson. Sudden burst of pace from him. In comes the cross from Holtz. Headed away by Valsvik. Hiljemark's ball in. Guidetti. And it's over from Sam Larsson. Well, it's the best chance they've had all night, I think, that one. And rather like the way Norway scored their goal when Sweden couldn't clear their lines. Well, here Norway couldn't do it either. And a bouncing, bobbling opportunity fell to the feet of Sam Larsson, who opened up his body but then cleared the frame of the goal. Player who actually scored on his international debut, Sam Larsson, back in November. Free kick against Hungary. Now at the other end it's Norway with Tarek El Yunusi trying to thread that ball through to his cousin Mohammed. Tarek El Yunusi over the top for Omoy Wanfo. Difficult one for Sweden to get away, but Helander's done well. Sam Larsson, nice feet. Free to his left is Helander, but the final pass not good enough. Two players who played together in the Under-21 European Championship of 2015 when Sweden were crowned champions. Here's the sort of young talent that Janne Andersen has at his disposal. Klaassen. Holt. Omoy Wanfo. Problem here for Anders Tronsen. Just winded as much as anything there as Klaassen clattered into him. Well, he's made 4 changes already, Lars Lagerbäck. Another 2 available to him. Tarek El Yunusi. Schliemann got at him just in time. Tronsen. Norway have lost 6 of their last 8 games, 10 of their last 15. But they're on top in this one. Mohammed El Yunusi with the only goal of the game, moments before the half-time whistle. Currently ranked, by the way, 87 in the FIFA rankings, Norway, the lowest ever position they've found themselves in. Some 3 Swedish changes are imminent as Omoy Wanfo carries it forward for Norway. Mohammed El Yunusi. Svensson. Dahli's coming in from this left-hand side. There he is! Great save by Nordfeldt. Fingertips of the goalkeeper. Keeps it at 1-0. Lovely run from Svensson. Digs out a great cross. Dahli attacked it. It was heading home. Brave header from the diminutive wide man. And Nordfeldt produces a great reflex stop to keep it at 1-0. You'd have to say either side of the goalkeeper. And Dali had got his first goal for some 3 years. In the midst of all that, there was a pretty painful clash between Helander and Kraft, the two defenders trying to keep Deli out. Two defenders clattered into each other as Dali stole in between them. Anderson just delaying his changes while he just checks on the welfare of Pontus Jansson. Play will resume with Norway's third corner. Pretty lengthy treatment there to Pontus Jansson. How ready is he for this corner kick that Trondsen will look to whip in? It's that 6-yard box, nodded away by Nyman, then by Sam Larsson. Guidetti putting pressure on Omar Wanfo, and the youngster up to that. Referee with the slip, always a popular moment for supporters in any stadium. Svensson. Not sure that Jansson is going to be okay to carry on here. Whether or not he was amongst those that Janne Andersson was going to withdraw or not, I'm not sure, but it looks like he will be coming off now. Roden, Armenteros and Forsberg are the three coming on. Hiljemark is the player who makes way for Marcus Roden of Crotone in Italy. Guidetti replaced by Samuel Armenteros, who's making his international debut, and Emil Forsberg, who has scored 3 goals in the World Cup qualifying campaign for Sweden. It's the third change, and I think that's it's going to be Sam Larsson to come off for Forsberg. And Jakob Johansson is the replacement for Pontus Jansson. So 4 changes for both teams so far. Was that handball? Klaff, if it was, has got away with it. Might have looked as though he was just stretching to try and get himself in a good position, but certainly his arm struck the ball. That might have been his intention all the way along. Could have been accidental. Johansson. Helander. Hult. Svensson's tackle stopping him in his tracks. Röden. Earns the free kick. The card is going to come out for Trondsen as well here. A little bit more energy about Sweden now with those 4 opportunities to change the style of play, just inject a bit more pace and know-how. Forsberg will leave it to Seb Larsson. Johansson, one of those in yellow, looking to get something on this. Seb Larsson whips it in. He's going for goal himself, punched away by Nyland. Röden. Forsberg. Klassen, and still back for Hult. Now Röden. Helander. Forsberg. Just had his pocket picked at the end, but it was a foul. Tarek El-Yunusi. And Forsberg just working the Norwegian defence. This is a good save by Nyland. Everybody thought that it was going to be whipped in towards those big men in the middle. Larsson saw an opportunity at the near post, and he's having another good long hard stare here as well. Hasn't scored an international goal for some 5 years now, Sebastian Larsson. But that good run from Forsberg has brought an opportunity here for Sweden to draw level. Forsberg it is who takes. It'll come out as far as Holtz. And cleared by Tronsen. But probably the most sustained spell of pressure that Sweden have managed so far this evening. Seb Larsen. Kraft. 15 minutes to go. Norway 1, Sweden 0. And an easy take there for Ørjan Nyland. He was Norway's first choice goalkeeper throughout their European Championship qualification campaign. Played in all 12 games, including both the playoff matches. 6 clean sheets in the 10 group games as well, but Rune Jarstein has been the ever-present in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Won by Helander. The shot took a deflection of sorts. Lars Lagerbäck, 40 minutes away from his first win as Norwegian head coach against the country of his birth. Mohamed El-Yunusi with the corner. Attacking that near post was Omoy Wanfo. How close is this? Well, that's well wide, really. Has to really screw the neck muscles round there to get enough purchase on it to deflect it sufficiently to keep it on target. He's having a good season for his club side. Omoy Wanfo has scored 9 goals in 12 appearances so far for Stebak, who are 6th in the Norwegian league. And here he is again. Wins his side a throw. His debut for the senior side, Omoy Wanfo. He's played at every level from under 16 through to under 21. It's run through to Nyman. It's a great challenge by Svensson. The referee will hold on for a second or two just to check the well-being of Evan Hovland. Samuel Armenteros just made a bit of a back for him there. Forsberg, now Holtz. Nyman couldn't attack it, and the shot is well saved. Firmly hit by the right back Kraft, and it's a very smart stop by Nyland. Just dropped invitingly here for Kraft, who thumped it first time. Nyland at full stretch, got a good hand to it. Seb Larsson with the corner. Armenteros wins the corner off Valsvik. Just about everybody back for Norway as Seb Larsson throws it in. Armenteros has scored. Armenteros marks his international debut for Sweden with the equaliser. Good delivery from Seb Larsson. You can normally rely on that from him. Oh, what a moment for Samuel Armenteros. Found a bit of room, found a powerful header, and it's close to Nyland, but despite his best attempts, couldn't get down quickly enough to keep it out. And Sweden, who have improved majorly since Janne Andersson made those wholesale changes, have breached Norway's defences. 1-1 with less than 10 minutes of normal time to go. Offside flag against Klassen. Sweden now almost unrecognisable from the team that huffed and puffed during the first half. Well, the replay suggests that Klassen wasn't offside. Armenteros might have been, but he wasn't. Fifth change for Norway. Dali, who very nearly made it 2-0 Norway, comes off. Aitam Alasani on. Interesting to see where Alasani plays. Normally a left back, but with Flo operating successfully in that position, it might well be that Alasani plays as a left winger. Certainly that appears to be the position that he's taken for the time being. That's where Dali was, of course. Sweden fancy their chances now of winning this one. Klaff. Armenteros. Firm enough header, but I think when he made contact here, Armenteros, don't think he was expecting to be celebrating a goal within a second or two. Oh, yeah, Nyland will be disappointed that he couldn't keep it out, particularly after his earlier great save from Kraft. Klav. Forsberg. Completely dominating the midfield now, Sweden. Armenteros. Röden. He's losing his footing at just the wrong moment, but he's been fouled by Tronsen. His eagerness to reclaim it, just grabbing hold of the Swede. He was quick to make the most of it. 5 to go. Ireland, who produced that good stop from Seb Larsson from an earlier free kick. Forsberg takes him on this time, but fails to test him. Never present in the World Cup qualifying campaign, Emil Forsberg, and 3 goals in those 6 games. It's the story of the game, with 90 minutes almost up. Could it be another draw in Oslo between these two sides? The 5th in a row here. Klassen, Forsberg, Röden. Holt has kept it in. Forsberg. Good pass for Klav. He's controlling him down at just the wrong moment. Ian Anderson probably always felt that he had strength off the bench to throw on to prevent Norway from ensuring victory tonight. Can they still record that victory? Alisami curled in by Selnas, helped on its way by Hollander. Very much a work in progress for Lars Lagerbäck. Alisami coming on the blind side here. Selnes. Elyounoussi. Holt did just enough. Nice little interchange here between Mohamed Elyounoussi and Omo Wanfo. But Holt defended well and didn't lunge in with the possibility of committing the foul to bring Norway a penalty. 5th Norwegian corner. And helped on its way by Nordfeldt. Safest option, wasn't quite sure what he got behind him. Strong finish from Norway. Mohamed Elyounoussi going deeper this time. Sweden win the first ball. Forsberg with a chance to bring it clear, but robbed by Alisami. And then he's fouled him. Well, Norway scored their first goal right on the stroke of half-time. Now a chance to score their second, right on the stroke of full-time. Anders Trondsen with the left-footed delivery. Alander got his head to it first. And then there's a foul. Holt, the man down. Going for this ball with Mohamed El Yunusi. Not sure what the Norwegian did wrong there. 4 minutes of added time to play. Well, he'll always remember this night. Mohamed El Yunusi is the night when he scored his first ever international goal, but it looks like it's going to be another draw between these nations. Another draw in Oslo. Last game of this current season, of course. Next up for both sides are more World Cup qualifiers in late August, early September. Azerbaijan here is the next challenge for Norway before they travel to group leaders Germany. Now, what a surging run this is from Roden. He's managed to stab it to Klassen, who will keep it in. And Klassen's done well. Needs to get a crossover. Couldn't quite succeed in that challenge. It's a surging run from Roden. Klassen used a lot of his energy to keep the ball in. Great trickery through the legs of Hovland, but that touch there took him into the defender. Would have been better suited just whipping it in and hoping. Svensson, both sides going for the late winner here. And here's Tarek El Yunusi. Made the most of that. Seb Larsson quickly across to smother the danger. Used all of his experience there. Trondsen. Back goes Holt. Svensson with a chance to cross. And Seb Larsson is there to clear, but still haven't got it away from danger, Sweden. They might do now. Through Nyman. And now Forsberg. But he's lost out. Tried to be too clever. Still plenty back for Sweden, but this is Tarek El Yunusi. Mohamed El Yunusi. Square is Flo. Now, Flo's cross. It will be a corner. Will there be time to take it? For a while there, Omo Wanfo was just waiting and waiting and waiting for a decent cross.